Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tony'sPicks.com. I'm Tony T. It's now time for our WNBA two-pack here with Ramon Scott. You'll find his screenplays over at Tony'sPicks.com, where he's been on a tear here in Major League Baseball, MMA as well for 2024. Let's bring him in right now. Ramon, what's going on?
Hey Tony, I was thinking about taking Monday off because of the lack of our sports, but I got two WNBA games, we got a couple baseball games. We're never taking a day off. I don't care if it's July 1st.
That's right. July 1st here starts out here with the, not a lot of games, but they're bettable. So here we go. We get started here with Sun and Mercury. Late night action here. Sun, Mercury, 10 Eastern time. We see the Sun is going to be laying 3 on the road, a total 159.5.
Yeah, maybe a little more attention here for the WNBA on Monday night in this one with Mercury here, Tony, taking on the Sun. This one, hey, don't get confused here because you got the Connecticut Sun and the Phoenix Mercury. I know it's a little bit, if you haven't been around the WNBA, you might see Sun and get a little bit mixed up because of Phoenix in there. But hey, not for us experts or long-term fans of the WNBA. Connecticut comes in here, Tony, having lost 3 of their last 4, including 78-74 to Atlanta on Friday in a loss there, Tony. Connecticut still 13-4, but they have shown a little bit of coming back to the pack here of late. Maybe of those top teams, they might be the one that's maybe number 3 or 4 here. Maybe they're not up to the level of those top teams here at this point with just a little bit of lapse here of late, but they are going to take on a Phoenix Mercury team here who did play on Sunday night, Tony, Sunday afternoon, I should say, but they led by 11 at halftime, but lost to the Indiana Fever, the hot Indiana Fever all of a sudden. They gave up a 27-2 run in that game and an 88-82 loss to Indiana. Griner had 24 points. Taurasi had 19, and Natasha Cloud mixed it up a little bit in there with the Fever, and she's had 15 points as well. Phoenix is still 6-2 at home despite the loss. The teams met back on May 28th. It was 70-47. Wow. Connecticut got that one, Tony, as a minus 8-point favorite. There's no doubt that the Phoenix Mercury are a little bit poor defensively in that backcourt, maybe with Cloud, maybe with DT. Maybe they don't have that same defensive intensity, maybe. I still think that maybe the passion is there, maybe the ability isn't so much anymore. But there's no doubt I'm going against the Sharps here, Tony. They are definitely on the Connecticut Sun tomorrow. The move has been all Sun here, Tony, but I want to take the Mercury at home. I still think that maybe they're still a little bit underrated here at a 500 clip at this point. The problem here, I think, Tony, for Connecticut, I talked about the Tony T special, right? Maybe this is a little bit of a qualifier. Connecticut played a little bit of a road trip. They went out west, Las Vegas, Seattle, and then headed back home, or headed up to Washington to come back home to Connecticut. Talk about the Washington Mystics. They played 2 games on the West Coast, played Washington, then went back home, and then now they're back out here to play Phoenix. So they went 3 road games, home for 1, and then back out to the West Coast. So I'm going to end up taking Phoenix here, Tony. I think that's a little bit of a tricky spot. Give me the 2.5 now. I'm seeing some 3s out there. And again, this is a total overnight move here by the Sharps. They are definitely on the Connecticut Sun, but I have the Mercury in this one, Tony.
All right, well, Scott, click the link below for his best bets, Sun and Mercury. Ramon will be here on the Mercury. You can find 3s kind of split out there right now, 3s and 2.5. So your line shopping, get the best number. Be sure you use that promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off all Ramon's premium pick packages. Let's